Alright, hi, I'm Sifu Adam. I tried to upload a video of me doing the Wu Qing's basic weight crane techniques. It didn't work, so maybe that's the internet gods telling me that I shouldn't put that up on the internet. Not that it's secret, but uh, anyway, people probably wouldn't appreciate it, except for my students. But I I'm getting back into doing these basics that I started doing when I was first learning, and I feel like, a few things, like during the video, my shoulders started to hurt because I was pushing too hard, almost like as if I was like a young kid again. You know, not really understanding, like, look, not only am I older, but I'm a Sifu, I'm experienced. It's not about how fast you go necessarily when you're doing these kind of drills every day. Just focus and enjoy, you know, the fact that you can still do kung fu even though you have kids and stuff. Um, so I worked on that, and then I did the walking basics, and I felt like the walking basics was almost a cool down for me this time, whereas when I was younger I used to really push on those, and now I'm kind of doing it. I'm doing the same basics, but I'm doing them in a different way for different uses. Now I'm kind of trying to do it as my cardio, build my horse stance muscles back up, really getting down all the way, throwing those punches, turning my waist. I can see now I'm not really, I still got a lot to work on. I haven't done, it's not that I completely stopped doing basics, but I didn't do it in that ritualized way for quite a while, where you bow. Now I'm bowing to a computer, but do the opening. I had stopped doing that, except for when I teach classes. Down, and really get ready. I do 100 each of 2 sets of 100, and then get up, breathe in and out. I used to try to do all the basics all the way through, to do the horse stance all the way through, but no, now I really want to get up, walk around, take a break, and get back and do it again. It only took me like 18 minutes, so it's not something I can't do every day. What I'm working on now is doing my old schedule: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, external; Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, internal. Like Tai Chi, we call it Mile Jump. And then on Wednesday, I usually teach my little panda class, the preschoolers, and I'll just like maybe work through some problems, but that's sort of an off day. I was talking last time with you about my, let me fix that light, about my book. And I do have a section of the book that basically, the book really follows the class, the old class that I started when I was 14. And writing that book kind of got me thinking, like, maybe I should start doing that old class again. Because what got me away from it was like, oh, I have all these other advanced stuff I have to work on. I have to do Jiaogong, I have to do all my forms, I have to like work on more fighting. And now, having stopped it a little bit, or kind of gotten out of it a little bit, now I feel like I have to start over and get back to the basics. But in the book, Kung Fu in Love, the focus is not like falling out of it and getting back to it. It's basically that doing something over and over and over and over again, uh, it's not boring. I mean, it can get boring, but there's a usefulness to it if you apply the kung fu to the love. Um, Doing a similar ritual that you did in the beginning of your relationship over and over again. Some people can find that boring, but if you know what it's for, or maybe you're using it in a different way after you've been together for a while, there's value in that. You know, there's a reason why people do the flowers over and over and over again, like why they keep, or going on a date. It doesn't have to be like a fancy date, but you go out, you sit down, you eat, you talk to each other. There's value in doing these things, even though they've been done already. And this, like with Kung Fu, it's pretty obvious. There's definitely value in doing the basics. And if you apply, we just did Kung Fu to love. If you apply love back to Kung Fu, I felt kind of just now like I was rekindling a love affair with Kung Fu, with why did I start to love this art so much in the first place? And I've kind of gotten away from that because I'm teaching little kids. I was doing the wheels on the Kung Fu bus and like changing things to bending over backwards to try and fit uh, fit into the very young child's mindset, trying to fit to new places, trying to fit into an after-school program type mentality. And because 20 minutes of meditation can be boring for people. And 20 minutes of meditation was hard for me. Like we talked about that last time in the beginning. And the stretches were hard, and the calisthenics were hard for me in the beginning. They're not that hard for me now, but they are a little bit more challenging than I would have thought. I mean, I noticed that I did get a little bit weaker on my push-ups and stuff like that. And I used to respond to that by working out like crazy for a couple of days and saying, forget it. So I'm going to just do that stable, kind of mediocre class that that was hard for me when I first started, and then that I moved past and just became like a thing that I did on top of my other training, after I had done it for a couple of years. But now it's time to just get back to doing it like that is the thing to do. And maybe I should start doing that with the dating thing too. I mentioned it in the book. It's more fiction, but in the book it's more fiction. But yeah, maybe in real life we should do that too. Just like start setting aside time, things like that. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this installment. Please subscribe and like my videos. Thanks.